What's happening, everybody? Welcome up to the Bass Cruise Night on June 15th. 78 degrees, mostly sunny, a little overcast. Perfect night for a show. I'm hoping we get a big turnout. It's like 4:30, so we should get a decent group of cars up here tonight. Not as crowded as I thought it would be so far, but there is some awesome stuff already up here. There's a Heritage Gulf Ford GT we're going to go and take a look at. Again, some of the nicer cars. So what we're going to try to do is find some stuff we haven't hit on previously. Go through and walk through some of the cars that are maybe the ones we haven't showcased so far, maybe some unique stuff. I saw a really nice 69 Chevelle. There was a cool 82 Corvette for sale. So we'll walk through and show you what we have. Looks like tonight the Corvair Club and the Falcon Club are the featured clubs. So we'll try to go through and shoot some of their stuff, and then we'll come back around and see what kind of cool stuff we can have. Maybe call out 8 or 10 of the really cool cars tonight. I'm gonna shoot this right now because this is my favorite car of all time. 06 Ford GT, Heritage colors, Gulf livery. This thing is gorgeous. The driver's awesome. He's letting people come in and out and take a look at it. We've got the rivets in the seats. You got the 6-speed. This thing is super nice. Looks like it does have the Macintosh stereo. This was that 1 year only, that limited edition paint in the Gulf livery. So this was to celebrate the colors on the Ford. This is my all-time favorite car in this color. And the coolest thing ever, if you take a look, is you've got the motor right behind you. So you've got the 5.4 supercharged right behind you. You've got the subwoofer. This car is absolutely phenomenal. It's my favorite, although you got to be careful here because this will take your head off. No double bubble like they had in the originals for the helmets, but this thing is awesome. Again, my favorite car of all time in this color. The owner's great. He's letting people sit in the car. Just a good guy, really digging the car scene. So again, my favorite car up here, no question. My favorite car of all time in this color, my dream car right here. Awesome. All right, guys, we got a couple of full-ride Foxes here I want to hit on. Both look pretty cool. I like this color. I don't know if this was ever a factory color, but it looks great on the car. Some aftermarket wheels in the orange. Hatchback with the sunroof looks really good. A little hood scoop on it. Probably guess like an 84 and 85 is my guess on this car. Looks really good though. And then we have a GT next to it. This looks like it might be an 85 or 86 would be my guess. Again, always kind of like to check out the full-ride Foxes, kind of see them together here. And this has that 10-hole wheels I've always been a fan of. Again, a convertible with the 5-speed. That's pretty cool. So again, you don't see as many of the full-ride Foxes. Every time we see them up here, we want to give them a little shout. So we're going to shoot this beautiful 72 Corvette. You know I love the steel bumper Stingrays. I think they're gorgeous. Love the fins on the side. This one has a really nice looking hood. The white with the red has always been one of my favorite interior combinations too. I've always talked about how they've changed these interior colors now, and they're very dull. I love like the bright, vibrant interiors. This one has a luggage rack. 72 was the last year for the front and rear steel bumpers. If you went to 73, you would have had a front Endura bumper with just the rear steel. This is such a cool look. And what was nice by 72 is they had solved most of the gremlins in this car. 68, a lot of overheating issues. They haven't really figured out, they kind of converted the chassis in 67, so they really hadn't figured out the grill and the cooling. By 72, this was pretty sorted out. This is a 350 car with a turbo 400. I love the Rally Sport wheels with the trim rim. I think they look awesome on the car. This car is so period correct, so just a really nice looking car. One of my favorite ones up here tonight. All right, guys, let's check out something pretty cool and different. Either a 55 or a 56 Bel Air, but very cool because it's a 4-door. You don't see a ton of 4-doors. Everybody wants a 2-door. Again, I do too. I think the 2-door, but in the Bel Air, they did a really good job of integrating the look into the car because of that, the body lines they built in with the chrome here. So the 4-door actually looks pretty good on these. It doesn't look as out of place as some of the other 4-doors. This one looks great in this blue. Again, I've been talking about interiors and different colors. This blue looks awesome on this car. Again, it's that right color from the 50s, the right style. This car is pretty neat, and I really do like it in the 4-door. You don't see a ton of them, so very, very cool. And it says 55, so it is a 55. I know the back is always a little different, but I keep messing up the 55 and 56. People keep giving me a hard time, so I didn't want to screw it up. I do love the air cleaner with the dual snorkel. This thing looks great, so very, very cool car in that 55 4-door in the blue. All right, guys, I'm going to go a little deeper into this one. I've shot it a couple of times compared to this NSX, but I was just talking to the owner. Really cool car, 12,000 miles on it. Carbon ceramic brakes. It's a 16 with the center hub wheels, which are awesome. This car is really cool. I love the orange color. You know I love orange, my favorite color. This one looks awesome with the orange and black seats, so that contrast. I was talking about the size on these. These cars have gotten so much bigger than where they were, but the GT3 RS is kind of that ultimate handling package. that's also very streetable. Like, you can do both on this car. So you've got the big wing, you've got the big wheels, the ceramic brakes, but this car is very streetable and very trackable. So what's nice on this is a great balance of both worlds. Awesome car. All right, guys, I'm gonna go a little deeper into this one too. We talked about this compared to the 911 GT3 RS previously, but I got a chance to talk to the owner. Very cool car, supercharger, 380 horsepower, coilovers, beautiful setup in black. I love the wheels. This thing looks awesome. And again, that ultimate reliability with these Acuras, but you get the performance as well. It's just such a neat, true performance sports car. It's very, you know, it's think about it as like a, you know, a Miata or something like that, but to the 100th level, because it's all that same performance, all the handling, but it actually has power behind it, so you can actually enjoy the car and take it out. Again, this would be a great track car. It's a really fun car that you can take out and just enjoy on a nice day, and it's super reliable because of that Honda pedigree, so these motors last forever. So this car is a really cool car as well. Oh, I'm not all that familiar with convertible. Pony wheels, gray interior, automatic, 91 maybe it looks like to me, probably, but a good looking car. You know, we've talked about it before with the difference on like an 88, so you have the pony badge, there, 140 mile/hour speedometer. You've got the airbag steering wheel, which that's probably my only thing I don't like on the newer interiors. I'm not a fan of the airbag steering wheel, but I do like the pony badge. I like the 140 mile/hour speedometer. So I think it looks great. I love the color. Looks awesome with the pony wheels. So again, another 5.0 that I'm not all that familiar with, so I figured I'd come over and take some great pictures of it. All right, 87 IROC in yellow, pretty rare color on the IROC. She did not have a ton come on the yellow. The blue, the red, the white were the most common. The yellow was a lot more uncommon. This one looks great. Love the factory wheels, love the louvers on the hood. Very cool car. Again, the 80 stuff is getting harder and harder to find like this, and to find a rare color like this is really cool. Really dig the car. Awesome color. Looks great. So again, really period correct, and a great time capsule back to that 87. So really nice. All right, guys, in the interest of shooting something unique and cool, I'm gonna shoot this 49 Jeep Willys, and he has this pretty cool car behind him, this James Bond style car. It's a 1960 Scorpion that's on a jet ski. So this thing is pretty cool. Something you don't see all that much together. I really dig the Jeep. I love the wheels. I think it looks great. The blue paint is awesome. And then you get into this really cool, and it's actually one of these real bodies from 1960. I guess I was talking to him, he made like 3,000 of these cars, and he's converted it into like this really cool setup with the jet ski. So kind of a neat one, trying to shoot an idea of like the James Bond jet cars from the movies back in the day. So very cool to see something unique and different like this together, along with this really cool 1949 Jeep Willys that looks great with these old school like mag wheels in the blue. Looks all right, guys. I'm gonna shoot this blue IROC, 89, original owner, owned the car since new. Put the aftermarket 18s on like 20 years ago. The car has like the old school bra on it, which looks so cool. I love the blue. You guys know when I bought my 88 Fox body, I was looking for an 87 in this blue with the hard top with T-tops. I love the color. I think it's the best looking color on the IROCs. These cars look so cool back in the day. And this was kind of the last year before they changed the body style a little bit on the IROCs. This car is really nice looking, one of my favorite styles on the car. And I always love it when I find an original owner car. This is the second one we found in the area where we have an original owner. We shot that white 87 that the lady owned since new. So always very cool when you can find something from an original owner. And this one's so factory correct back to like 89. It's awesome. Very, very cool car. All right, guys, I'm gonna shoot this 442 next to this Chevelle. Two very similar body styles. They both look awesome. These ones both look great next to each other too. We got the green and with the white stripes on the Chevelle. We've got the black with the red stripe on the 442. You know, from the back end, I actually tend to like the 442s better. I do like the Chevelles a little better. This is like a 68 because it's got the two headlights that are a little bit separate. We've got like a 70 or a 71 on the Chevelle. I dig both of them. I probably like the Chevelle just a little more, but I would take either one of them because they're both absolutely beautiful cars up here. What a good looking old Ford truck in the black. The wide white walls, like the moon style hubcaps, the side exhaust. This car looks great. It looks like it's got a little bed in the back with the, or a box in the back with the diamond plate. We've got the diamond plate actually all the way through the back of the truck, so that's pretty cool and different. I like the color contrast of the black and cream. Looks great. In my quest to continue to shoot different things today, late 80s, early 90s Bronco. Obviously these became super famous for the OJ chase, but these were awesome. When I was a kid, I used to work for a local florist when I was really young. I think I was like 13, and I used to work for him, and I'd move Christmas trees and plants and stuff, and he always bought Eddie Bauer Broncos every couple of years, and I really liked them. I always thought they were really nice. I think the style on these is so cool. We have a new version of the Bronco today, which is very cool too, but this is just so, again, you talk about like sport utility, this was very utilitarian, but what a kind of a cool color with like a teal, aqua color with the white. I think this is an XLT package, so this is a little bit upmarket. But again, you look at the gauge is very comparable to what you'd find like in the Mustangs. Ford's using very similar gauges throughout all their cars, so kind of something cool, and again, just a little different. That became very infamous because of that, famous O.J. Simpson chase on the highway. All right, let's take a look at this badass little Ranger, I believe. This thing looks great in the blue. Love the big wheels, the drag pack. This thing is cool as hell for this little tiny Ranger in the blue with the big wheels, with the silver. This thing looks great. What a cool looking little truck, and I love these little drag trucks. They are awesome. Guys, I'm not sure where I shot this, but I know I shot this at another show. This is that Viper truck, this Dodge 100 that was this resto mod with the 22-inch wheels, the Viper powertrain in this really cool patina. I shot it before. I just wanted to hit it really quick again because I haven't seen it since, and I always thought this truck was really cool. I know I saw it somewhere else. I'm not sure where, but this is a really badass truck, and I'm happy to see it again up here. All right, guys, we've got an 82 Corvette. This was the last year of the C3. This one's for sale. I love the color in the silver. Really do like the mag wheels. This thing is very cool. The guy's asking $16,500. Here's the phone number if you're looking to buy an 82 Corvette. But I really like this style. I think this was kind of the last year. And once you got out of the steel bumpers, once you get into 82, this had the hatchback you could use. This was kind of a neat car. And this was kind of the ultimate end of what these cars would do. Again, we'd have no 83. There was a delay. We went into 84, but a very, very cool car in this color. All right, guys. So we have this really cool, like 69 Nova Yanko SC car. Don't know if it's a clone or not, but you got the big and littles. The thing looks great. Big giant intake on the motor. It looks like a twin turbo. Orange paint, the slicks on it, really cool. And the Yankos were very cool from this style too, so very cool car right here. All right, so we got this really cool 52 Pontiac Woody. We know the owner. This guy's a super good guy. He's the one I actually stole my car with. I just picked this up. This is pretty cool, flathead 8. Love the blue paint with the white top and the Woody. This thing's really cool. It's an awesome car. So this is really nice. So guys, as I've been talking a lot about lately, I'm loving the interiors on the older cars. I keep talking about playing the new interiors, and you see again, even a car like this, which was fairly utilitarian back in 52, is just such a cool interior. The dash is so cool. This is no power steering, no power brakes. We were just talking about, this thing is all manual, but you get the big wheel. It just looks awesome. The vent in the center there, just a really cool car. So happy to shoot the interiors. Guys, this car is so tough for me not to want to put an offer in. Like I said, I grew up, my uncle had a ton of these. He had a cream color that looked exactly like this with the 400. I love these cars. These cars are so neat. He's asking $15,000 for this one if you're looking for a really cool car, something different. These Grand Prix I've always loved. And you kind of had that dash where it was canted towards the driver with the automatic. This thing's such a cool car, and this is like a triple green car. This is a really neat car, and I really do dig it. And again, it brings back tons of memories of driving with my Uncle Danny going 100 miles an hour down the Mass Pike in the snow in his like 70 or 72 cream color. It's just an awesome car. 67 Chevy, good looking car, good looking truck, I should say, and the beautiful, like that really nice looking green, that sea mist color on the paint. Love the wheels on it. The interior is really sharp. A long bed, which again is pretty cool to see. I've been talking a ton about interiors today. This one's been restomodded a little bit, but it's still a really good looking interior with the cream, with the really nice seats. A great looking truck, so definitely one I want to shoot up here. And I love this like seafoam mist color they had back in the day with the wooden bed. Just a really gorgeous looking truck up here too. All right, guys. Again, always in the intro. I don't want to short shrift this beautiful hot rod right here, but this is pretty crazy. This was a Charger 6.1 Hemi. Our SRT kind of made it into like a Ute style. Pretty cool. Again, something I've never seen before, so something really different. Has the factory SRT wheels, the bigger motor with the Hemi, the SRT seats, but this is something that's totally different. You're never going to see otherwise, so very, very cool dig. And we go right next to it to this great looking brown 911 air-cooled Targa. This is a cool car too, the Futch wheels. I love the brown because this is really period correct for the time of the car. You know, you see a ton of the red, but seeing something a little different in this is awesome. And you see that Porsche, that very utilitarian instrument panel, but it was really comprehensive. It gave you all the information you would need. This was a really responsive car from like a shift standpoint. These rear engine air-cooled Porsches are super desirable. This is a 911 SC, so this was the sportier version with a little bit of a wider rear end, the flared fenders, the slightly bigger wheels. Again, those Futch wheels look awesome on all of these old air-cooled 911s, so I'm absolutely digging this car. I think it looks great. I'm gonna shoot this C4 Greenwood with a Greenwood body kit. I'm guessing it's like an 88 or 89. It has like the 89 wheels, those salad shooter wheels that were only out for a couple years on the C4s, but we got the Greenwood body kit. The white, this is pretty cool. These were pretty common back in the day. You don't see them as much now. This was kind of an upscale version of the C4 with the wood trim on the cars. They still had kind of that video game style dashboard. This one is the 5-speed, I believe, might be a 6-speed on this one. Oh no, this is the 4+3, so this is the Doug Nash. This might be an older version. Could be an 84 and 85 with the 4+3. So that was the Doug Nash with the overdrive. And it's a little tough to tell on these. Again, the wheels were kind of the biggest giveaway. They didn't change a ton. Had the round tail lights in the back. This has that Greenwood body kit. Looks great. Love the wheels on it. So kind of a neat C4. And again, in a different style than you see. You don't see this body kit a ton anymore with those like salad shooter wheels with the upgraded kit. It's actually a pretty cool C4 core. All right, guys, we're gonna shoot this truck. That thing is so loud. Very cool. Sounds great. We have the Super Club over here too, so we'll go over and check them out. You're probably not hearing me very well right now. It sounds so mean. But we got a whole bunch of these Supras right here, so we're gonna go over and try to find Mac Club and shoot some video with them as well. All right, guys, this is again my proclivity towards utility vehicles is always cool. Love this old panel truck with the roofing, you know, company on here. It looks so cool in the white. These are just neat. Again, real simple trucks. You can have some fun with them. I love these when they rest mod these and kind of make them look like they're old work trucks, but then he's got, you know, obviously a new high performance motor in it. Very cool car in the white. Awesome truck. All right, I got to shoot this Beetle for my wife. Two things. My wife loves Beetles and she loves purple. So how do I not shoot this purple Beetle for her with these little bit of flames on it? Very cool, very neat, something different, something fun. Air cooled, you can go out and enjoy the hell out of these. It says boosted, so I like the purple with the green accents. It's a very cool car. So yeah, fun little Beetle right here in a great color. Guys, I was talking to this father-son. They have a couple of Mustangs up here. The dad had the Laguna Seca Boss 302 in the silver, so 1 year only, silver with the red, the Laguna Seca. I'll shoot you the badge in a second. The front splitter is awesome on it, different wheels, the special 1 year only interior with the Recaros. This was a cool car, and again, these were like crazy popular. The automotive industry loved these cars for their handling, all the different performance until the Shelbys came out, and then you started to hear a little bit different with some of the different performance packages out there. Even the 5.0s with the performance pack or the track pack would get a lot of love. But this guy was really neat, and I think these are super undervalued. You don't see a ton of these, especially in the Laguna Seca. So you have that 1 year only badge. This was pretty neat. All the Laguna Secas had the red roof, the red tires. You can get it in silver, you can get it in black. I think those are the only two colors on the Laguna Seca, but this is a pretty neat car, and I wanted to come over and shoot after talking to the guys. They were super good guys. He also has like a 93 Cobra, so they have some cool stuff. His son has a car over here too, and I don't know which one is his, so I'm not sure which one to shoot. But I know his son's had like an 18. It might be this blue one here with the performance pack. We've talked to these folks up here. They have this Mach 1 that's got like a ton of miles on it. I shot this at the last show. They're super nice people. That's their 5.0 as well. So man, the coolest thing about this is I get to meet so many cool people and talk to them as we go through. So always a lot of fun as we come up. All right, guys, and my desire to continue to shoot different things. I love an Elante. I just wish the motors weren't terrible. They had tons of problem with the head studs in these. Were not good. These motors were a nightmare. But this guy was so cool. Body went to Pininfarina, so the bodies were built in Italy. Cadillac brought the cars back. These were like big money back in the day, like 50 grand for this like Cadillac personal luxury car that was a front wheel drive, small V8. But these were so neat, a ton of cool technology. The dashes were awesome on these, like a million buttons. You could do everything in these. So these were kind of completely different from what Cadillac was doing at the time. And you'd see it kind of translate years later when Cadillac would do a lot more performance stuff like the CTS V models. But this was kind of that cool first version of Cadillac doing something different. Wasn't incredibly successful, but these cars are gonna be had. If you can get one of the later years with the updated motor, with the North Star motor, they're like 10 grand. And they're kind of a cool car that I think looks great. A great way of top-down driving in a cool different body style car with the Italian, styling with the Pininfarina. So very cool. All right, guys. So let me go through and shoot the Corvair Club here if I can get it from like kind of this whole angle. Again, I don't want to, I'll never just say anything bad. I'm just not a giant Corvair fan. But that being said, there's some really pretty ones up here, and these guys have some really sharp Corvairs. So I want to respect the Corvair Club, give them some love. There's some really nice looking cars up here, some great colors. That purple rain color is beautiful. That light green, again, that seafoam mist color, the yellow, a great array and a different combination of Corvairs. So if you love a Corvair, you're gonna see a really nice one up here. Very different. Again, it's something unique from back in the day. So wanted to share this from the Corvair Club up here today. All right, we also have the Falcon Club up here today, and there's a couple of cool, this Econoline Ford was really neat. I saw it when it came in cream color, looks awesome. We've got a Falcon wagon. Obviously not a Falcon, this really cool fastback Mustang, good looking car with a fuel cell, kind of a race car, but I want to get on these Falcons here and just go back and share. Again, so many different cool styles. You have the Falcon Ranchero, you have the wagons, very cool cars. This car color is awesome. These wheels are pretty unique. I don't know if they're my cup of tea, but they look awesome on the car. And this is a great color combo. And again, that seafoam green with the white interior and the white top looks great on this car. So very, very cool. And I don't know if that's the right hood, but it looks like it is because all the cars have it. So that looks awesome on this car too. Very cool car. Guys, we shot this bus at the Cars and Coffee at Homes last year. These are like 1932s. He has all the different 1932s. These things are awesome. I really dig them. I think they look great. This is the International. There's also a Ford and Chevy that they own. And sorry, this is super loud right now. I'm right by the DJ. But this thing is so cool, and I shot it last year. I love, again, the utilitarian piece of this. This is not even what your grandparents, what your great-grandparents went to school, and it is awesome. We'll shoot this really nice Monty SS pulling in, but I was going to shoot this IROC. So a friend of mine, Joe, came up with his buddy. This is his 87, all done up, like the wheels on it, in the red with the cowl hood. So really good looking Camaro, looks great. And then you have this really nice looking Monty right next to it that came in. Looks super factory, looks really, really good. What a good looking car. This is exactly what they should have looked like. I had an 88, mine looked like crap. This one looks awesome. The paint's great on it, the wheels look great, the right decals, really good looking car. So to find these in this kind of shape is amazing. You see the paint even still shines here on the front where you had a lot of issues where the paint would kind of flake on these because of the paint they used back then on these plastic Endura bumpers. So this one looks amazing. The car is beautiful. A group of Supras up here. I wanted to shoot them. They're very cool. I saw them coming in, and again, this car, we were just talking, like the generation of like tuner guys love these cars, and for right reasons. These cars are really nice. I was able to shoot, the guy over here, we actually shot at the Mustang Club last week. I actually judged his car. Super good guy. He's put a lot of money and work into it. But I wanted to go over and take a look at a lot of these Supras here. So this is a really cool selection of this generation of the cars. They're really nice. And, again, not my expertise. But again, I respect what these guys are doing. They're actually keeping the car hobby alive. They have some really cool stuff up here. So I want to be able to share this with you because, again, this is the future of our hobby. We can't all be snobs and be like, oh, you got to have muscle cars. These cars are fast, they're fun, they're reliable. The guys and girls that work on them love them, so we want to give them a lot of love out here. And they're just cool cars.
Is that a Supra? Is that a Supra? Hey, whoa. This is what the view is going to look like. That's not...
All right, guys, we got a bunch of the Impalas. This might be a Capri, but it's built up like an Impala. So we got some cool cars here too, something different. This thing looks great. He's got the big wheels on it, looks awesome. Has the Impala SS on the fender, so it might be an SS. This has the SS. I actually like these wheels. I'm not a fan of the giant wheels on these, but this with that more argent finish, not as bright, with the Impala center caps, looks really good. And this color looks awesome. This is that more red, cherry red color, or whatever they called it, but looks awesome. These are cool cars, and I really do dig them. These are just kind of really fun, big cruising cars that were something a little different back in the day, and these ones are really sharp. All right, guys, so let's shoot what we have over here. There's a few cars over here. Obviously, a nice Chevelle. I love the Lincoln LSCs. Again, I've talked about them before. It's a gentleman's 5-liter Mustang. That one's really nice. Great shape on that car. It looks awesome. Don't know if there's a ton more over here I'm going to shoot. Yeah, there's some import stuff. A couple of, the Hellcat in the orange looks awesome in that color. We've got a Shaker Hemi. We've got an older but it looks like a Z06 Vet because of the hard top. Oh, we got this really cool Chrysler Plymouth coming in. So yeah, some cool stuff over here. Again, not completely full. I wanted to come over and shoot because it's the first time this year that we've actually had this level or amount of cars fill up the show. So that's awesome. We're gonna head back over, shoot a couple more cars, and we're gonna call it a night. I guess I gotta take a second to shoot the 348 with a plow on it. It's pretty crazy, right? So no front end, very, very interesting. Different car, wanna shoot it. I've never seen one before. So yeah, fry with a plow. All right, we'll shoot this Mustang coupe. This thing looks awesome. Big tires in the back, sliddles in the front. I love the 5.0 Coyote badge, very cool. So this thing is pretty awesome. This is a pretty badass little Mustang coupe. One-piece lights in the front, nice looking wheels, good looking paint, really good looking Fox body in the coupe with a ton of power, and it's a really nice looking car. All right, this thing sounds mean. Wow, that's awesome. Love the C4. Got those lattice wheels, sounds awesome in the copper paint. That's very cool. You don't hear a lot of these, you know, these are obviously not usually set up like this, but this thing sounds great. Great cam, whatever the setup is in it, it's awesome. So nice job on your car, sir. It sounds amazing, very cool. All right, guys, we showed George some of his other cars up here. He had that S10, we had the Malibu wagon we talked about. He just picked up this Blazer with a 6-liter V8. He was talking about how fun it is. He put the same wheels on. I thought it was his S10 at first. This thing's pretty cool. You know, this is what George loves. He loves the style on these. He likes the performance. So having something fun that you can go with, and this is his style, a sleeper. You can drive it. It's an automatic, air conditioning, very comfortable. So just a cool car for him to go in and enjoy. So I wanted to shoot George's car because he always has some cool stuff and he's always into stuff. You also saw his Camaro that he had too. So yeah, very cool little SUV with a big motor that you can enjoy the heck out of, get the comfort, but it's also pretty quick. So cool car. Not because for any other crazy reason, but when I bought my first Fox body, I was in the Army. I actually tried to buy one of these because I wanted a convertible. I couldn't get a loan for this. It was like $7,500. So I ended up buying my Fox body instead. So who knows what path I would have went down if I was able to get a loan for one of these instead. So not a bad car. I was just a Cutlass that was the next gen. But I like the style and I thought it was cool back in the day when these came out, and I love the convertible. But again, wasn't able to get a loan, so I never ended up grabbing one of these and turned into getting a Fox bodies. All right, guys, it might be a little tough to hear me. I put the microphone away, but I saw this Z and I just I want to come over. I just love the body color wheels. This blue, it's such a unique color, and it's really a good looking Z. I've always been a fan of these Zs from this generation. This one's really sharp. Yeah, the body color wheels just really make this car pop. And again, a color you don't see all that often. Again, you're more used to seeing the reds and the blacks, but anything on a blue or something like that's pretty unique. Obviously, I had a really nice Camaro next to it and a Chevelle, but this color just really spoke to me, and I love the wheels on it, so it looks great. Wanted to come over and grab a quick picture. Kind of the almost color matching interior, kind of a gray, looks good with the blue. This is a really sharp car, so again, sorry if the sound isn't quite as good, but I'd already taken the mic off, but I want to get a quick video of that car. All right, guys, it is 6:30. What a turnout we had tonight. The biggest turnout we've had so far this season. Tons of nice stuff. I shot a lot of video and I didn't even come close to shooting everything up here. I mean, we've got gorgeous Camaros, we've got C7 Corvettes, we've got really nice SN95 Mustangs, show trucks, beautiful like 68, 69 Firebirds, this really nice white Mach 1, the big Caprice over here in green. I mean, just anything you can imagine is up here. We shot that 52 Pontiac Tin Woody, that 65 Mustang we shot at Wheels of Time last year, that gorgeous 86 Monty SS next to it. I mean, guys, just so much cool stuff up here tonight that I wanted to come up and shoot a video of, like, from up here like I usually do. This was a great event, great venue. We ended up having perfect weather tonight, like 78 degrees. A little bit of a breeze, slightly overcast, no rain. Had a lot of great conversation with a lot of really cool people tonight, so hopefully we saw your car up here. I had some folks reach out to me too up here, which was great. If you see me up here and I haven't talked about your car, come and grab me. I would love to talk about your car, share your story. I want to thank a bunch of folks up here, the gentleman with the 2006 Ford GT and the Gulf livery who let me get in the car and take a look at it. Thank you. You let a lot of people go in and look at your car. For a $300,000 or $400,000 car, for you to be willing to let people kind of go in and take a look at it and treat it like a car, you're a great guy, so we appreciate you. And again, this was a great turnout. We'll see you back in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we have a couple of shows between now and then. We have some questionable weather coming up, so I don't know if we'll get to anything this weekend. But like I said, if I do see you to shoot your car, grab me, please. I'm super happy to talk about it. I know some folks that say, hey, I watch your videos. I want to be, thank you for shooting my car. Please, it's my pleasure. You guys all have such cool stuff. I want to continue to build the hobby and show off your stuff. I know you're super proud of it, so thank you for letting me be part of the hobby with you. If you haven't done it so far, please hit the like and subscribe button. Sorry for the glare right now. I'm looking into the sun. But we'll have a lot of content coming up over the next few months. This is like we're right in the beginning of car show season. It's going to be a great year. We appreciate all of you, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks.